Okay, so for today's practice, you will only need 1 or 2 blocks if you need them, but just have them off to the side if you have them with you. And we're gonna get started lying down on your back. Bring the soles of your feet to the ground. Close your eyes down, and then just bring your hands to your belly. You're gonna take a nice long full breath in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. You're gonna do that again. Breathe in. And breathe out. And so we're going to be working on your balance today. So we'll start with a little bit of core activation. So you're going to bring your feet just a little bit closer towards your fingertips. So just slide your hands alongside your ribs. And then see if you can connect your heels to your fingertips. Press into your feet. Draw your navel in towards your spine, and then just slowly lift your hips up. So coming into a really low bridge. Take a full breath in, and you're going to stay here as you breathe out. And just notice the core activation. So if you can really soften through your belly and then engage your core and just notice how that feels. So you can take another breath in and then lower your hips down as you breathe out. So you're going to bring your hands behind your head. Press into your feet again. And then inhale, just slowly lift your head, your chest, and your shoulders off the ground. So feeling that core activation. See if you can lift just a little bit higher so you're starting to warm up your core. Take a full breath here. And then slowly lower down as you breathe out. As you're going to do that again, inhale to lift your head, lift your shoulders. Allow your head to get really heavy into your hands so you're not straining at all in your neck. Take another full breath and then slowly lower down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then roll onto your right side. Reach your right arm up and overhead. Roll to your right. Come into fetal. And then press yourself up into table on your next breath in. Spread your fingers nice and wide, creating an L shape with your thumb and your index finger. Find the core engagement again. So you want to think of shortening the space between your hip bones and your lowest rib. So think of contracting through your core. You're going to curl your toes under. And then just lift your knees off the ground just about an inch to a hover. So you're feeling your core activation again. So to build a little bit of heat in your quads, take a full breath in. Neck is nice and long, gaze is soft. And then slowly lower your knees down, breathe out. Cat cow, you're going to drop your belly, lift your chest, look up, breathe in. Press the ground away, look towards your navel as you breathe out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, inhale. Exhale, round. Come back through center, breathing in. Curl your toes under. Walk your hands forward just a few inches. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, breath out. Find just a bit of a bend into your knees. Press the ground away. Bring more weight down into your legs. And again, think of drawing your navel in towards your spine. You're finding a little bit of internal rotation here. So thinking of turning the eye of your elbow towards the front of your space. So you're wrapping your arms around your shoulders. Soften your head and your neck. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. You're going to slowly lift your heels on your breath in. And then take a really slow walk to the top of your mat as you breathe out. So you'll start to feel this in your legs. Take your time to arrive. Once you get there, take a forward fold. Keep your feet pointing forward. Allow your belly to land on top of your thighs and your upper body to drape over your legs. And just give yourself a moment to notice how this feels in your body, if you're holding on and if your hamstrings are tight, if maybe your calves are tight, your upper body. And take a full breath in and a full breath out. You're going to slowly bring your hands to your shins, come up halfway, breathe in. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand as you inhale, arms reach. Hands connect to heart center as you exhale. Keeping your feet hip width distance, you're going to shift the weight onto your right foot. So I'll turn to face you. Shift the weight onto your right foot and then draw your left knee up. So your knee is going to be at hip height. And then flex your left toes towards your knee. Now from here, turn your knee out. And then slowly place it to the inside of your right thigh or your right calf without using your hands. So you want to avoid placing your foot on your knee joint. But notice how much strength it takes to position your leg without using your hand. You're going to draw your left knee back through center, so come back the way you came. Take a full breath in again, point your left toes, inhale, turn your knee out. Exhale, again, place it to the inside of your leg. As you do this, roll your shoulders back, soften through your shoulders, take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more time, inhale your left knee back through center. Exhale, open, turn, and place your foot. Calf is probably starting to activate a little bit, maybe your ankle, and then inhale, just test it out, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring your hands back to heart center, draw your left knee in, lower your left foot down, and just shake that out. Shifting onto your left foot, inhale, draw your right knee in. Flex your right toes. Find a bit of a bend into your standing leg so you can isolate your core. And then turn your right knee out. Same thing, place your right foot somewhere along the inside of your left foot. Or left leg. Come back through center, your knee comes back in, flex your toe again, take a full breath in. Inhale or exhale, open it out. Place your foot to the inside. Come back through center, draw your knee in. And then one more time, open, and then place your foot to the inside of your left leg. And just notice how much strength it takes in your external hip, your outer hip. Take a full breath. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Lower your right foot down. And then just let this go. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Halfway lift is your breath in. Plant your palms. You're going to step back to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Take a full breath in here through your nose. And then a full breath out your mouth. Now you're going to draw your right leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Slowly draw your right knee towards your nose as you exhale. Press the ground away. Create more space between your mat and your knee. Look between your hands. Slowly step your right foot through. Come to your fingertips. Stay lifted on the ball of your left toes. And then before we do anything, start to find that engagement through your right hip. Think of drawing your right hip towards center so you'll feel your glute muscle turn on. And then inhale, come on up, crescent lunge. In your crescent, slide your shoulders down your back. Turn your pinkies in towards one another. Find a bit of a bend into your left knee. And then start to shift your weight to your right toes. So you're going to start to shift forward and then inhale, come up to stork pose. So left knee stays lifted. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full breath in. Slowly start to hinge forward. So you're going to think of drawing your left knee towards your right. So you're coming into a nice long line. Now just stay lifted so you're in a 45-degree angle. Keep your knees connected. And in this shape, notice if your right hip is shooting out to the right, and then see if you can keep everything contained to the center. And then from here, you're going to extend your left leg back behind you. Find a bit of internal rotation with your left leg. So turn your left toes in. Draw your lower belly in. Now you can keep your hands at heart center. If you want to amplify, you can reach your hands forward. Take a big breath in. Bend your right knees. Slowly step your left foot all the way back. Come back up to crescent lunge. Take a full inhale. And then hands to the ground. This time you're going to step back into plank pose. So press evenly into both of your hands and then slowly step your right foot back without shifting your hips too much. Create space in your neck. Gazes forward just ahead of your fingertips. Draw your lower belly in. So just notice if you're dipping in your back at all. If this is too much, you can always lower to your knees. Take a full breath in. And then slowly lower all the way down to the belly. As you breathe out, take your time. Uncurl your toes, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale for baby cobra. And then exhale, lowers you down. Curl your toes under, walk your hands a little bit more forward, engage your legs, press yourself back up, high plank, breathe in. And then downward facing dog, breathe out. Draw your left leg up towards the ceiling, inhale. And then slowly draw your left knee towards your nose as you exhale. Pick your chest up and then step your left foot through. Come to your fingertips. Stay lifted on the ball of your right toes. Again, find the engagement through your left glute. So think of pressing the ground away so that you can lift your hip up just a little bit. And then inhale, crescent lunge. Find a bit of a bend into your back leg. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. So to shift your weight to your left foot, And then transition into stork pose. Right knee's lifted just at hip height. Flex your right toes. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a full breath. And then slowly start to bend your knees, shift forward, start to kick your right leg back. But again, same thing as the other side. Draw your right knee in towards your left. Keep your core nice and tight. Roll your shoulders back. So think you're creating a nice long line in your spine. And then from here, again, notice if your hips are shifting to the left. Keep them nice and centered. And then start to straighten out your right leg. Find internal rotation of your right foot. Keep a gentle bend into your left knee. Shoulders come back. Take a full breath in. And then slowly step your right foot all the way back into crescent as you breathe out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Slowly step back, high plank. In your high plank, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Again, breath in, breath out, downward facing dog. You're going to draw your right leg back up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Bend your right knee, stack and open up your hips as you exhale. And then flex your right foot, so think heels down with your right foot. You're going to slowly draw your right knee back, and then draw your right knee back towards your nose, so come into a high plank with your knee to your nose, and then step your right foot between your hands. You're going to stay nice and low. This time you can place your hands to blocks if you have them, if you want to lift the ground up a little bit. Now in your lunge, I want you to focus on lengthening through your psoas, but don't bring all the weight down into it. So think you're coming into about, out of a scale of 1 to 5, you're coming into about a 3. So find the halfway point. And then from here, you're going to think of engaging through your right glute again. Keep your left hand grounded into the mat or to your block. And then inhale, slowly reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Find an easy twist. So if you're used to doing this shape, notice how this feels a little bit different when you take your time to get into it and activate the muscles a little bit differently. Take a long breath in. Lower your right hand down as you breathe out. And then slide the blocks out to the side. You're going to walk your hands forward, take standing splits, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Drop your head, your neck, your shoulders, relax your jaw. And also relax your toes. Notice if you're gripping with your feet. Slowly draw your left foot back to meet your right. Bring your hands to your shins, come up halfway, breathe in. And then forward fold, breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, inhale. Hands connect to your heart as you exhale. Reach up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward, exhale. Lengthen, breathing in. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog, breath out. Draw your left leg up towards the sky, inhale. Bend your left knee, stack and open up your hips, exhale. Flex your left toes. Take a nice long big breath in. Square off your lifted leg, breathe out, draw your left knee to your nose. Step your left foot through. Bring your hands to your blocks. Find the engagement again through your left hip. And then find the halfway point in your lunge. Take a nice long breath. And then inhale, left arm reaches up. Breathe in. Lower your left hand down, breathe out. Walk your blocks out to the mat, to the side. Inhale, right leg lifts, standing splits. Take a nice long full breath in. Bend your left knee. Place your right foot beside your left. Come up halfway as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Reach up. And then fold. Lengthen, breathing in. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog, breath out. Take one little flow before we come to lie down on your back. You're going to roll forward into high plank as you inhale. From bent knees or straight legs, lower down halfway as you exhale. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog, roll over your toes as you breathe out. You're going to lower to your knees. And then turn around to face the back of your mat. Just stay seated upright. Extend your legs forward in front of you. Find a tiny bend in your knees so you're not hyperextending or locking in your knees. And then find both of your seat bones. So just shift your weight left and right. Think belly to spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then leading from your chest, you're going to start to hinge forward. And then allow your hands to land to your feet, to your ankles, maybe to your thighs. It depends on your flexibility this morning. If you need a little bit more and you have more space in your legs, you can always place a block behind your feet and then catch for the block if you want a little bit more depth. And slowly come back up. Bend your knees. Reach your arms forward in front of you, palms face up. You're going to slowly start to C-shape your spine down. So I want you to take as much time as you can to make your way down to your mat. So we all kind of have a tendency to just want to come all the way down. So really take your time, go slow, really, really slow, engage through your core. And just when you want to come all the way down quickly, hold it. Take a full breath in, and then slowly come all the way down. You're going to bend your knees. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a big breath. Exhale, let it go. You're going to flip the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees and catch for the outer edges of your hip. Find happy baby. So if you can't quite catch as the edges of your feet, you can bring your hands to your ankles, or you can always bring your hands to the back of your hamstrings. You want to just think of having the intention of stacking your ankles over your knees. And invite just a little bit of compression in your hips. Relax your head, Relax your neck. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Bring your feet together, knees come together. Squeeze everything in, draw your forehead to your knees. And then extend yourself out into Shavasana. Roll your shoulders back, turn your palms to face up. Just allow your toes to turn out and your body to get heavy. Take a full breath in through your nose. And a breath out your mouth. And just enjoy the few minutes of rest and stillness, and notice where you feel this in your body. I'll close off practice here, but I invite you to stay longer in your Shavasana if you feel that that's what you need today. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.